In today's video,
What's going on, sir? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good.
Man. What business is it if you're talking to my girlfriend, son, about me? Yeah.
Come over here and talk to me.
No, I'm sitting right here. You come over here. You can talk business about me to my girlfriend?
If the mother, a single mother by herself wants to fight her son or something like that, that's one thing. It's a stereotype. But the rarest thing, it wouldn't even be considered rare, that usually never gets caught on camera, is usually stepdads or dads in general fighting their sons.
See two cases where police officers are forced to deal with some of the most annoying suspects we have ever seen.
Hello, what's going on?
Nothing. My dad's just like threatening me over text, and he has a pastor's training order, so I'm just a little bit worried
Okay.
about what's gonna happen.
What's the restraining order say specifically?
I
Do you have
actually
it?
don't know. I don't have it. No.
It was his wife. She
Okay.
got a restraining order so he can't go near her or so many yards away from her house.
Okay, so the restraining order's on the ex-wife.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Just making sure, because if he's coming here,
Oh, no,
then
no,
that
it's not about
violates. Okay.
No, I'm just saying that he has past like stuff,
Huh?
He actually lives here.
Okay, he does. All right. Okay, so what's going on? Why is this issue coming up?
So basically, like so there was a big thing that went down here like about a week ago, right? Just some family drama stuff,
Okay.
and he just got a new girlfriend.
Okay.
And basically, like, just spun the whole story around to his girlfriend, telling her this and that. So me and my brother called his girlfriend's son, and like basically told him like what happened pretty much.
Okay.
And after my dad found out that we contacted him, he went like crazy on me and my brother. He texted my brother a bunch of things saying like, "Oh, I hope you never come back to the house. If you do, I'll be ready for you." This and that. So then on a group chat, his girlfriend texted me this super long thing about.
Is it okay if I read it?
Yeah. And he's never like talked to me like this before, so like this is like it's an actual threat, Like I know how he is. But I didn't want to tell him that the police were gonna be here because I didn't want him to like go wherever, you know what I mean, and not come here.
Unfortunately, this is one of those things that it's a threat, but it's not like a threat that the law considers a threat. What they define is a threat.
Gotcha.
By saying, "I hope you're there. You ready for me?"
But that's pretty much insinuating a fight, though, isn't it?
But you gotta remember, the way we have to think is, what is the lawyer gonna ask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, with laws, it's not always that way.
Gotcha.
So there's not gonna be a lot I can do except try to keep you guys separated or try to keep it calm as possible. This is his actual home.
This is his home, and he stays sometimes at his girlfriend.
So if he claims this as his home, like his primary residence, the thing is I can't force him to leave.
No.
Because we're not allowed to force people out of their homes.
Yeah.
Right?
This is Taylor's home.
So unfortunately, he's not breaking any laws at this point. Okay? So we'll just sit out here when he pulls up. I'm sure he's going to pull up any minute now.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be out here waiting.
All right, cool. Thank
Okay.
you guys.
What's going on, sir? What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
How you doing?
Good.
Man. What business is it if you're talking to my girlfriend, son, about me? See how he is?
Come over here and talk to me.
No, I'm sitting right here. You come over here. You can talk business about me to my girlfriend?
I just told
It's not your place, man.
All right, you go over that way. What is going on?
You stay over there, motherfuckers. You stay right here. You guys stay right here. Okay, you're right. Stay right here.
Okay.
Come here, Taylor.
No, don't. Hey, listen. You don't have to. If you don't want to, you don't have to go over there.
How old
All right?
19, 20.
You're an adult, right?
So what?
I'm trying to have a talk with you, man. You don't
That's why you call the cops?
bro, because I think you're gonna do it. You're saying
I'm gonna do to you, man. Motherfucker, I never laid a hand on you.
well, you're acting like you're gonna do it right now, bro.
Bro,
Relax.
you talking to
Bro,
my
why?
girl, talking shit about me?
Bro, look
Man,
how you're
you.
relax, bro. Look, I'm your son.
What you guys gonna do?
Look,
bro?
no,
What
we
you
are
guys
here
gonna
to
do?
we are
Bro,
here to
Are you
talk.
on coke right now, man?
What is going
Am I on
on?
coke right
Yeah,
now?
you acting like you're on coke right now.
Don't make
Don't-
anything worse.
don't-
Hey,
me,
don't.
man.
Hey,
I'm
I'm gonna
on
ask you to
coke?
back up. Hey, back up. Back
That's
up.
enough.
Hey,
Touch
get over
me.
here. No, get over here. Get over here. Stop resisting, man. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Put your hands on your back.
You gonna arrest me?
Put your hands on
Put your-
your back. You're going to get tased. If you do not put your hands on your back,
Put
you're getting
your hands on
tased.
your back.
Do you
Right now.
understand? Put your hands on your back.
You don't ever lay your hands on a cop like that. When I tell you to back up, you back up.
Got one detained, 10-4. You want to press charges?
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter. You already got charges on him.
That's your choice, by the way. I'm your son, man, and I always, had your back in everything, man. And you gotta do this to me, man. It really shows who you are as a person.
Stay right there. I will tell you when to move. You understand?
A lot of people are gonna be happy now.
All right, that's enough. You're not helping the situation right now. I understand you're upset. You running your mouth does not help. All right, roll on your side. Stand up. Let's go. My glasses got me all cut up. Sit in the car. Yeah. Next time, walk
Don't
away,
instigate.
dude.
Next time, be the bigger person, walk away. There was no point in him and told you to walk away from him. You're a grown adult. You're 20 years old. If you wanted to walk away, you can walk away and talk to us, and we'll talk to him separately. Yeah. All right?
22 on elevator.
You good, buddy?
Twisting my back. You want to press charges?
What would that mean? Like,
Basically, he get charged with battery on you, and not only that, but on us.
and what would that
So he's going to jail regardless. Question is, do you want to file the charges as well?
So if I say no, how long will you go to jail for?
It doesn't matter. That's not up to us. That's up to the judge.
Yeah. We can't speak for you, man. Okay, whatever you would decide to do and what you want to do, that's up to you. We can't speak for you. But regardless of now, he's going to jail right now for battery LEO and resisting without.
Alright?
Yeah. Bryce got a couple cuts and a bruise on his leg, but I'm good. I'm 10-4.
Alright, man?
Twisting my back.
Go to your back. You want to take photos?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it right now, but.
So I explained to him basically they're threats unless he's actually going to do something when he gets here, then it's a different story. So then both son and dad come out. He comes out, he's like, what the f you gonna do talking to us? You know, what the f you gonna do? And then he's like looking at a sign, why the f do you have any business talking to my girlfriend? And he's like, why'd you call the police? And he's like,
Why you guys are here?
Huh? Yeah. And so then dad's like, you can come up here. And we're like, no, come over here. Trying to separate the two. He's not letting it. He's like, you guys can come up here. So we go up there. He starts getting in the kid's face more. And then eventually we try again to separate them. And dad like headbutts him essentially. Just barely touches him, but goes in. So then we try to break them apart. As we do that, he sits there and swats me away, grabs them, and we start fighting them to the ground and just...
What are your charges on him?
It's going to be battery LEO and resisting without. because I had to pull
You
up.
didn't have any charges against the son?
I asked the son didn't want to. I mean, I can still do it because it's DV.
I was going to say, did he actually strike his son?
Barely. Like,
Barely, it was like,
the brim of his hat literally just like tapped him in the forehead.
Last year, tonight.
And that's when I asked him, like, hey man, step back, let's avoid all this. And that's when he just slapped.
that was 22.
So, I mean, if you don't have a DV battery, you don't have it. I mean, I wasn't here. That's
Like, I have a DV packet, but I have a DV packet.
yeah, if you just,
Yeah, I'll get all that.
don't worry about the DV. He said he didn't want to press charges anyway, so,
Okay.
and I think with him, the brim, I don't think that'll count for anything,
Okay.
so.
All right, well, hold off on that then.
Mark was charged with resisting with violence and battery on an officer, totaling a bond of $5,500. He is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Listen, I got the roommate that rents a room from me just left because of my son was hitting me. My son just came in the house. He walked.
I locked both doors. I locked this door and I locked the one in there. I locked both doors, and somehow he opened the door.
I was in her room and he came in there and threw me the out the room. He just
said, "Get out."
slammed the door on my face. That's her bedroom.
That's my.
It's gonna be bad anyway, so.
Alright, I guess that's where the video ends, chat. See, it's so hilarious how a lot of rage baiters love to preach. Look, this isn't about a proving point at this point. A lot of rage baiters love to preach how having a father will make you a better man, but I'm telling you, a motherless child, without a mother, you lose compassion. We're lucky that kid is still compassionate enough to tell his father and try to make some sense in him. But see, his father wanted to physically fight him. This has happened multiple times with motherless children. If the mother, a single mother by herself wants to fight her son or something like that, that's one thing. It's a stereotype. But the rarest thing, it wouldn't even be considered rare, that usually never gets caught on camera, is usually stepdads or dads in general fighting their sons. I know a case where there was a shootout between a son and a father who wanted to both kill each other. What does that tell you? When there is no love or compassion in the room, there is more hatred. Okay, I don't even know what the hell happened, but anyways, when there is no love in the room, there is more hatred. Basically saying no compassion equals more violence and more misunderstandings. Now, I kid you not, his own father got up in his face ready to fight both officers and son. If that doesn't tell you a lot about how people preach how having a father or something like that is better, I don't know. But that's such bullshit to me. I don't know. Like, I think people really do preach it because they try to annoy other people who are fatherless. But you guys gotta understand, the internet is known for trying to rage bait others. I'm telling you, the same way how they act offline, sometimes is the same way how they act online. So this guy can probably be doing this multiple times a day. I mean, the kid's probably lying because he still loves his father. But see, it's always been about the girlfriend, and that's where it becomes a problem. That's why I feel like certain parents just stay single because they don't want to ruin their kid's life. But the moment you bring a girlfriend into it, I feel like all sorts of egotistical emotions just come out of a man. They just pour out like a bleeding wound. And he just can't help it. See, if it was me, I wouldn't press charges, bro. That would be the day that any love for my father would have been dead. I wouldn't care what would happen. Even if someone told me, hey, bro, your dad passed away. You know what I'm saying? you want to come to the funeral? It's just like, I got things to do. My condolences, rest in peace. That's all I'm gonna say. Because once you fight me, I feel like there's a excruciatingly bad grudge that will never go away until I die. Because it's a certain type of trust with a parent that you cannot do. You cannot do that. If you're gonna physically fight me and you think you're gonna get away with it, it's fucking wild and crazy. Don't expect me to sit still like a training dummy and be like, please stop hitting me. No, it's going to be a full-on brawl, because at that point, what type of shit is that? You're disrespecting me, but I'm supposed to just sit there and allow you to keep doing what you do best. So that's the problem with motherless children too, is that eventually you're going to come down to fighting your own father. Because if your father's getting that close, he's 20 years old, I'm expecting the worst out of him now for the past few years. And it seemed like he was on coke or some sort of drug, and it amplified his aggression. It couldn't be, because I could tell he's not the type to go off on the cops. He had to have been on drugs or something. Probably snuck it in there once in every blue moon, and this was one of those times where he thought he could relax. Unfortunately, his son, in his head, ruined everything, so now he's going to try to physically fight him. And the fact that the cops said they can't really do anything about a threat, that does make you really wonder what happens until, you know, the disaster starts. All it takes is for them to say a threat is a threat, and then that threat is actually, you know, goes forward with it. The person goes forward with that threat, and they end up killing the individual. That should let you know that certain people aren't the brightest tools in the shed. So you're gonna sit there, you're gonna tell me that I think everything will be perfectly fine, it's just a threat, we'll keep you in touch. That's their way of saying we can't do anything. But luckily for this kid, he did it. Smart kid. He did not get up in his face, he just wanted to conversate with his own father. But see, who knows, this is probably the type of kid that rage baits people and says my father is better than yours, blah blah blah, or talks about how you're fatherless. You never know. And now he's got a taste of it. Taste of a true single parenthood. And that's probably his dad's first time having a record. Now he has it. It will never be expunged. Trust me, that shit doesn't go away. Never. Look, guys, I understand certain amounts of you might, you know, say it's just rage baiting, you should really not be even mentioning it, but sometimes mentioning that stuff just has to remind me this is what also is happening behind the scenes as someone who has a motherless household. A substitute mother will never do it because you can't fill the gap of compassion in someone's soul. All that remains is just anger and hatred and just stoicism, where you just forget about how the other person feels. So yeah, that's how it operates. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Hi, I'm Lucy Christian. I am the voice of Otako Uraraka, and you should subscribe to New Sanity's channel. Peace out!